Do you ever do that thing where you put something in a very special place so that you won't forget it and it won't get lost, and now you darn well have no idea where it is? Yeah. Welcome in, I'm Kimberly. This is Pretty Over 50, where we talk everything beauty, fitness, and lifestyle for the over 50 woman. Oh my gosh, this is just gonna be a fun, relaxing makeup day. And I'll tell you what, I need to stay off of Facebook. I don't go there very often, but lately, I guess they've figured out that I pay attention to makeup. Lately, every time I go onto Facebook, I end up finding a new makeup line that I just need to try, and that's what we're going to be doing today. If you're new here, welcome in. I hope you'll consider subscribing before you leave, and make sure you click that notification bell so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. And I want to talk about a special sale that might be perfect for a lot of you, or some of you, that ends in just a few days. It is my new online class, Pretty Skin Over 50. And I'll tell you how I got the idea to do a class. I have been on YouTube for over 5 years now talking about skincare. You know, my journey was I had terrible skin. I wanted to figure out if I could fix it with just at-home affordable skincare and devices and not have to go and get a facelift and fillers and Botox and that sort of thing. And the bottom line is yeah, we found out that you absolutely can dramatically change your skin just at home using very affordable products and devices. And I proved it because here's a picture of me when I first started my skincare program. However, 5 years into it, I was still getting emails and comments that were kind of sort of basic questions about how to put together a good skincare routine, and I couldn't figure out how I wasn't communicating things effectively. What it finally came down to is that some people just learn differently. They need a very structured format where it's just step-by-step, very easy to follow routine, and so that's when I decided to put together a skincare class. It is perfect for you if you don't have the time to sit in front of a YouTube channel and sift through a whole bunch of videos trying to figure out a good routine. If you're still confused about skincare, if you just want to cut to the chase and have someone walk you through a very effective, very affordable routine, that's who the class is for. And it's actually been very, very popular. If you're completely comfortable with your skincare routine and you got it down and you understand it, this isn't for you. It's really not. But if you're one of those people that is still a little bit confused or you're not sure you're doing it right, you might want to take a look at this because it might be perfect for you. Included in the class, I walk you through everything to put together a great skincare routine very effectively, very affordably. I talk about all the devices I use. I give demonstrations on how to use the skincare, really easy step-by-step demonstrations. And as a bonus, I put together almost an hour-long video of makeup tips for mature skin. I mean, it's just a different deal than it was when we were younger. The reason I want to bring it up now is it's on sale only to the Pretty Over 50 viewers through the Boss event for November, only for a few more days at 40% off. It's never going to be offered at this low of a price, and I think the price that it's going to be offered to the public is going to be more than what it is now. So if you're looking for a very easy to follow, effective routine that you can implement into your life without all the craziness of having to hunt down the information, this might be perfect for you. The link is in the description box down below. Go on over, take a look. I think you might love it. I think that it does kind of crack the code to an effective, affordable routine that's going to work for more mature skin. Well, I was on Facebook. I hardly ever go to Facebook anymore, but when I'm there, I always see a new makeup line that I want to try. And the line we're going to be trying today is from Trini London. Have you guys seen the little Facebook ads that she does? She is cute as a button. Her name is Trini Woodall, and she started this line of makeup, I think after a career in the beauty industry for about 20 years. She started this line of makeup, Trini London, in 2017. So it's not that old, but my golly, it certainly is popular. So I kept seeing her ads on Facebook. She's just darling. Like I said, cute as a button. I could be her mother. So I just thought, oh, I really do want to try it. And here's what I want to ask you guys. I've been on YouTube now for about 5 years. And when I think back to the changes in the type of makeup that I'm using and I'm attracted to, it's very, very different. I'm no longer interested in heavy makeup or those complicated eye looks. I really am more turning towards cream products, a much more natural look. And I don't know if it's that I'm just getting older and I don't care as much to put that much time into makeup, or if the whole industry has changed, because it certainly seems like a lot of lines are coming out with a more minimalistic cream-based product line that just looks very, very different than those really extravagant eye looks that we used to see in the heavy foundation and that sort of thing. So let me know in the comments below if you feel differently about makeup now than you did 5 years ago. I know that I certainly do. So here's what happened. I kept seeing the Trinity London ads on my Facebook page, and I finally said, okay, I want to give it a try. I did message the company. I sent a little message on Instagram and I said, can I try your products? I have a YouTube channel. And they were very nice to me, and they sent the products that I'm going to be trying today. There was no deal about only say nice things, nothing. They just said, what do you want? And we'll send it over, and they did. So this is not sponsored in any way, and I don't have to say nice things just because you guys know I'm pretty doggone honest. So we have a selection of products today. I think there's about 7 products. Not everything for a full face, but I definitely will talk about what I'm using, how I feel about it, and whether I like it or not, because isn't that the important thing? I did go on the Trinity London website. I did not find any information about being a clean beauty brand. They didn't say it was, they didn't say it wasn't. They just said it's an innovative line of makeup, and I think now she has skincare too. So I don't know where the cleanliness level is. I suppose you can use one of the apps like Yuka or something and find out if it's comfortable for you, but that definitely wasn't a consideration. What I love about it is it looks like it's mostly cream products, which is great for me. So I'm going to go ahead and just rough in my brows with my Jones Road pencil because there's no brow color product. They did send like a brow gel, but I need colors in my brows. So this is the Jones Road pencil. I absolutely love it for this very reason, that I can get started on my makeup really quickly because this pencil is really fast, which is cool. As you can see, I'm wearing a sweater. You guys know I live in Florida. It has been so flipping cold. It went from 80 down to 40, and I'll tell you, I can't handle it anymore. You know, I have lived in the snow over and over again. I lived in Montana, in Whitefish. I lived up in Lake Tahoe in Incline Village. I'm used to the snow, but once you get used to the warm weather, I can't take it anymore. I'm just not robust like I used to be. Okay, the first product here, I cannot read this writing without my glasses on. This is the BFF Serum Eye Concealer. So this is an under eye concealer, and I'm going to try to just use these products for this particular video and just see how they wear. So I'll only add product when I feel like I really need it for the look. So this is what it looks like. It's one of those little squeezy tubes with the application, and I don't know how it's going to come out. All right, it's just starting to come out. So I'm going to just go ahead and put a little bit of that underneath my eyes. And I don't know how this is going to work for more mature skin. You know, it's just, it has to be a little bit more creamy, I think, for our skin. I don't know. Okay, this is the color Maisie, and I have gone ahead and tapped it in, and it really tapped in very, very easily, but I don't really see any coverage. Do you guys see any coverage? I'm going to put a little bit more on. I'm just going to put it on my finger right here and try it again. Maybe because it's a serum, it's just really, really sheer. But I don't think that that last application did anything. You can see the color has a little bit of a yellow tone to it, which is nice because it cuts down on the purple. Now this looks a little bit better that I've added more. You know, with concealer, you usually just want to add so little, but boy, that little bit just didn't really do much. It feels very light. It feels very, very hydrating. So there's a concealer, a little heavier application. Okay, now I'm going to move into the foundation. The reason I'm doing my face first or my complexion first this time around, I usually do my eyes first, is because it's all cream product. So I don't have to worry about the powder eyeshadow falling down underneath my eyes. Okay, so this is a pump. This is in the color, I think it's Izzy, and I'm going to just pump a little bit onto the back of my hand right here, and I'll just start dotting that around my face. This just feels like, a normal foundation. Let's see how it blends in. The color's okay. It might be just a little bit light. I have just a little bit of City Lips on my lips just to give me some hydration while I put my makeup on. So that's what you're seeing on my lips. Okay, so here's the foundation. It went on really nicely. It's not like a lot of serum foundations that's real liquidy. It has a little bit more body to it. In other words, when I put it on the back of my hand, it just didn't drip down my hand. It did cover nicely, but not in a heavy way. It has a little bit of glow and it's pretty. I don't know that it's like the most pretty foundation that I found recently, but I do like it, and the color ended up being okay. So what do you guys think? I think the coverage is pretty good. It covered up my doodads, my discoloration, but it doesn't look heavy or cakey. Okay, now we're gonna go into these little pots, and these pots from Trinity London are kind of the popular thing about her brand, or what made her brand popular. And let me show you, because what they do is that they all screw together, and so you can actually make a little stack of pots and travel with that. So that's kind of the little concept. Actually, they don't screw together, they just snap together like that. So you could actually snap together your bronzer, your blush, your highlighter, your eyeshadow, and just have them in a little stack like this, which I think is a pretty clever idea. They don't screw together, they snap together. So this is the bronzer, and let me go ahead and see what color this is. This is in the color Gaia, and it says Golden Glow Gel Bronzer. So I'm gonna go ahead and use a brush. I know a lot of people would use their fingers, but I'm just gonna get my bronzer brush in there and go ahead and start placing this around my face. I don't know how potent it's gonna be, so we'll see. So I'm just placing it now, and I'm gonna go back in and blend it in. All right. So it's a gel bronzer, which has a little bit different consistency than just a straight cream bronzer. I actually do like gels because I feel like the color of your skin shines through in a different way. It's a little bit more translucent. So I like that part. I think it's a pretty color, don't you? Of course, I'm a sucker for bronzer. It just does so many great things for your complexion. And then underneath my chin, it's blending in so nicely. It was almost like blended in before I got back there with my brush. Okay, so what do you guys think? I think it looks pretty, and I like that color a lot. And look there's a little bit of glow on my skin from that foundation, which I like. It's that little glow that lets people know that our skin is nice and moist, and it looks more youthful. So I think that's a pretty finish on the skin right now. Okay, next up this is the lip and cheek, the blush and cheek, that sort of thing. So it's called Sheer Shimmer, and this is in the color Katie right here. So it looks almost like a brick color, and I'm just going to use my fingers for this one and start tapping it in. And it is very, very sheer, which is actually kind of nice. It's a little bit of a stickiness as you first apply it. I don't know if this is gonna, melt into the skin and not be sticky anymore. Okay, so that's the blush. Very, very sheer, so you're not going to get a whole lot of color out of that blush. It's mostly just a very sheer wash of color, and it feels a little sticky. I don't know how that's going to settle into the skin, so we'll see as I finish up the makeup. Okay, next up is the highlighter, and this is called the Right Light Illuminator, and this is in the color Starlight, and this is what it looks like right here. And I don't know how potent this is gonna be, so I'll just very lightly. Ooh, that's pretty. I like that. So it's very, very sheer as well. It almost feels sort of oily, but not in a bad way. In other words, it's just a very, very light product. I'm gonna put a little on the end of my nose, and you can see on the end of my nose that it's really quite potent. And then just a little bit on the fronts of my cheeks. Okay, so here's the complexion with the Trini London products. That's the foundation, the concealer, the contour bronzer, the blush, and the highlighter. What I can say is that it's very, very light and very sheer. I think it looks very natural. If you're looking for a real kind of subtle glow on your face, I think this will do it for you. I do wish the blush had a little bit more pigment to it. I don't really see a whole lot of blush action there. I love the bronzer, and that highlighter is really, really pretty. Okay, now we're gonna move into the cream eyeshadow, and this was actually what really caught my eye on Facebook is the color of these cream eyeshadows. It's another pot like the other products. So this is the one called Wisdom, and I loved the fact that it was kind of a muted, more natural tone. And I'm gonna just use my finger for this and go ahead and start tapping that over my eyelid. Now I didn't use any eyeshadow base or anything today. I just had my skincare on when I started. This feels very gel-like, not so much cream-like. Very, very hydrating and kind of a light coverage. It's interesting. Okay, there's the Wisdom on the eyes. I have not used an eyeshadow formula that's like this. This is more like a sheer gel, but I'll tell you what, if this dries down and doesn't stay kind of, I don't know, moist on my eyelids, this is pretty doggone cool. This went on so nicely and blended in so easily, and it's such a subtle color on the lids that I think this is really, really pretty. I just don't know if it's going to dry down or if it's gonna stay more creamy and sort of crease in the cracks of my eyelids. That didn't make any sense, but you guys know what I mean. So that is Wisdom. I actually think that that formula is really, really pretty. I don't know if this color is going to be for everyone. You know, I'm kind of curious. I'm going to put on a little bit more just right on the lids and see how that looks. But I have not used an eyeshadow formula like this before. So there we go. What do you guys think? Okay, so the last product that I have to use today is an eyebrow gel and a mascara. I didn't think I had a mascara, but I actually do. So I'm gonna go ahead and use the eyebrow setting gel on one end. Now I've already put the Jones Road in there just to add a little bit of color to my brows. So this is the gel from Trini London. And I think what it's going to do is it's going to set my brows down and give them just a little bit of a color. Just curling my lashes really quickly. I'm going to go ahead and tightline with my Maybelline liner just underneath my lashes really quick. Now I'm going to use the Trini London mascara. It comes with a rubberish wand and, you know, just very narrow bristles, not real long. So here's one coat of the mascara. Okay, so I took the City Lips off my lips. I'm going to go ahead and use the blush for my lips because it's a lip and cheek sort of thing. We'll see how that looks. This actually feels really good on the lips. So here's the lipstick. Here we have the finished look. Okay, so let's talk about my thoughts on this line from Trini London. I like it. I like it in a different way than I thought I would. When I saw the videos on Facebook, the makeup looked a little bit more full coverage than it actually is when you put it on your face. I do like the foundation. I can't say it's my favorite foundation, but it's a pretty foundation with a nice coverage. It's the kind of coverage that has covered up my doodads, but it doesn't look heavy on my face. Now the concealer, and where is it? It's right here. I don't know that this has enough coverage for me. I think if you want a little bit of coverage from your concealer, this could be a good fit, but it's definitely not going to give you a fuller coverage, which I feel like I need because I'm older and I've got those purple circles underneath my eyes. So out of these two, I love the foundation. Well, I really like the foundation. I wouldn't say I love the foundation. I really like it. It has a great consistency, but I don't think it has enough coverage for my mature under eyes. These little pots, I think this is a great idea because they just snap together. They're great for travel. You could stick them in your purse. This is a really good packaging idea. I like it. Now, as far as the individual products go, and it's really easy just to snap them apart. It's not a hassle at all. It's actually very handy. What I can say is I loved the gel bronzer. I think it looks pretty on the skin. It's very subtle, but it really works. It doesn't look heavy. It doesn't look cakey. The blush, I don't know, you guys. There's just not enough pigment there for me. It just kind of faded into my skin and didn't really give me much blush color. However, that being said, I love the way it looks on my lips. So I don't understand that. It's not enough for my cheeks, but I think it's really, really pretty on my lips. Now keep in mind, I have not powdered my face with anything. This is just straight cream products from Trinity London. So I love the bronzer, not so much with the blush, just because there's not enough pigment. Now remember I told you that it was a little sticky when I put it on? It's still a little sticky, and I don't know if that's going to dry down. The highlighter, where is it here? I'm looking for it. Where is it? Okay, I think this is it. The highlighter I absolutely love because it's so light on the skin, and yet it really does give you that little pop of a glow, of a glimmer on your face. And I think that's really, really pretty for creating a more youthful look to your skin. Love, love, love this. I think this is a hot product right here. The mascara and brow combo, the brow gel and mascara, it's okay. I suppose if you're going to order other products and you need mascara, you can go ahead and throw this in your cart. I don't think it's anything particularly special. It's nice. There's no problems with it, and it does the job. Let me feel my, oh, okay. So the brows are really, really laid down. And I like that because my brows can get wild and woolly throughout the day. So those are my thoughts on the Trinity London line from Trinity Woodall. I like a lot about this line. I can't say I like everything. I will order a couple more of the eyeshadows because frankly, I think those eyeshadows are amazing. And I don't think I talked about the eyeshadow, sorry. It has not creased in the crease of my eye. And I love the fact that it's such a sheer, beautiful color, and it just looks like it just blends in with your skin. So I'm a fan of the eyeshadow color. I would like to try a few more. Maybe I'll put an order in during the whole Black Friday thing and try a few more colors, and we'll see how they go. So that's my review of Trinity London. I need to stay off of Facebook because every time I'm over there, I find something new I want to try. I hope you found this video fun, useful, and helpful. If you did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. You guys know it just tickles me when you take a few minutes out of your day to spend it with me. I appreciate that, and I appreciate you. Again, I'm Kimberly. This is Pretty Over 50, where we talk everything beauty, fitness, and lifestyle for the over 50 woman. Make it a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye now.